Turn it for my boy, Magid. As you all can tell about me, I'm Latino. Yeah. I'm surprised too. People don't believe me I'm Latino. This guy's looking at me like, you're just making that shit up for the stage, right? He's like, hey, look at women, you're like the same as me. Like, it's true. My mom's Venezuelan, and a lot of things that she says, they don't translate well into English. Yeah. Like, she saw me in this play, right, where I played a mentally challenged person. And she comes up to me afterwards in front of everybody and goes, "Oh, Michael, this is your thing. Retarded." Michael, you are so good at playing retarded. Michael, it is almost as if you are a retard. In front of the whole play, like everybody, everybody. And I go, "Mom, you can't say that they're retards, you know?" And she goes, "Oh no, Michael, misunderstanding. They're not retard, you're retard." So I'm hoping it's a translation issue. So I'm hoping there. My mom's kind of cheap. Like for my birthday dinner, she made me pay. Yeah, I thought that was messed up too, because we ate at home. It was pretty fucked up on me. Not cool at all. You guys friends with your parents on Facebook? Anybody friends with their parents on Facebook? Some people wooed that, like they're very enthusiastic about that. And she raised her hand so politely. Oh my god. I feel that you guys are all Israeli Jews and Persian Jews? Is that what it is? You're Persian, it's like a mix? That's like a UN of Jews. It's good. I like this. So Beverly High or Milton? Which one? You're from Toronto. Okay. Wow. So you're like Drake, essentially. That's the only Jew I can think of from Toronto, guys. That's the only Jew I can think of from Toronto. I'm friends with my mom on Facebook, and people say, they're like, "Why are you friends with your mom on Facebook?" I'm like, "Because I need her financial support." Clearly we're going to be friends on Facebook. My mom doesn't understand that it's not cool to tag me in every picture from my life. Regardless of the situation, my mom has decided this should be public domain. Like, my mom put up a picture of me after I'd had surgery in high school. Seriously, there's a bedpan next to me in the picture. Everyone can see this. I'm like, "Mom, you have to take this down. It's not flattering." She's like, "Michael, the picture's very flattering. I look amazing." So as long as she looks good, that's what matters. My mom's married to a new guy now, and the dude's atheist, which I thought was really weird, because when I walked into his house, pictures of Jesus everywhere. Yeah, like every room. I'm like, "Dude, if you're atheist, why are there pictures of Jesus everywhere?" He's like, "Because I'm Mexican." He's coming to my house. It's an obligation we must keep. And if you're not clapping at that, you've never been to a Mexican's home. Are you Mexican, dude? What are you? El Salvador. A Central American's home. You've never been to any Central American's home. Because if you walk in there, there's literally a picture of Jesus everywhere. Like, you will see the crucifixion of Jesus Christ next to Dora the Explorer in a 5-year-old's bedroom. That's a real thing you will see. I used to play college sports. Anybody play any college sports? What'd you play? That's a sport. Running is still a sport. Like, that's an athletic event. So you shouldn't be bashful about it. I played college soccer. And the best part of playing college sports is high school recruiting. Because you feel like a fucking rock star. Yeah, because you're getting letters from places. It was awesome. Like, I got a letter from, like, LaSalle University and, like, UC Irvine. Like, even UCLA sent me a letter, and it said, "Please stop contacting us." Like, seriously? Like, it should have just said, like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? You think you could play at UCLA?" Did play, and then afterwards I played professional soccer. And by that I mean I played minor league soccer in the Valley. But I still tried to use it to meet girls, because they'd ask me like what I did. I'm like, "What I do? This is awesome. I get to say this." "Me? Professional soccer player." And they would go crazy. They'd be like, "Oh my god, that's awesome. You played the Home Depot Center with David Beckham." No, I played Fridays at 6 o'clock at Calabasas High School. Yeah, right before JV football. I used to coach soccer, and I had a job once where I went to the soccer club and I asked them, could I coach here? And they said, we don't have a team for you, but if you find players, then you can start your own team and we'll pay you to coach that team. I go, that's awesome. What ages do you need, like 15, 16s? He's like, 6 and 7-year-old boys and girls. I'm like, okay, so you want me to go to public fields and look for 6 and 7-year-olds? I'll be wearing the gear from the club to represent who I am, right? And they go, oh, no, absolutely not. In fact, don't wear anything soccer-related. We want you to be inconspicuous there. So wear something unathletic so you blend in with everyone else. Fair point on their part, except for I forgot the next day it's raining and I'm walking around with a hoodie and a notepad. And I'm like walking around the fields, and like literally I'd see a kid and I'd be like, oh yeah, like take notes. I'd walk over to all these other places, yeah, take notes like that. And then I panic because I see this one kid who's sick, like awesome. And she turns around and I freak out because I want to get this player. So I sprint towards him and I go, excuse me, number 15, what's your name? Exactly, like that. If that's in black and white, that's a dramatization from To Catch a Predator. Completely. And when you start approaching children you're not related to, security starts asking you to walk over to them. So I walk like right over to the security guard, and the guy looks at me and he goes, excuse me, sir, what are you doing here? I'm like, me? I'm just scouting children. The guy's blown away. The guy just thinks I'm the most open pedophile in history. I'm just willing to broadcast this to every human being. So he gets in my face, he's all disgusted. He's like, let me get this straight. You're here looking at little girls. Then it dawns on me what this guy's thinking. And I'm like, oh my God, no, this is a huge misunderstanding. I'm looking at little boys too. Yeah, I'm done with boys, so now I'm on girls. Yeah. I got my hands put behind my back and thrown to the ground at Thousand Oaks. I may not be back in Thousand Oaks in a while, guys. May not happen in a while. My dad's the dean of a business school called Brandeis University. And this is a recent voicemail from my dad. Michael, this is your father, Dr. Bruce R. Magid, PhD. So, need to speak to you candidly about a few financial issues. I expect a call within the hour, or I will not be held responsible for the repercussions. Happy birthday. My fucking dad. I love my dad. He used to send me to summer camp as a kid, which I never understood, because you would think Jews would hate camps. She just got it, which is great. And I thought it was insensitive we took a train there. I didn't think that was appropriate. Bad form of transportation for Jewish children, guys. Love summer camp except mail call, because most kids got letters, and I got a fax. Yeah, with a cover sheet from the office of Dr. Bruce R. Magid, PhD, regarding camp. Dear son or daughter. Enclosed is a copy of The Economist for your reading pleasure. All the best, Sarah Lufton, assistant to Dr. Bruce R. Magid. My dad used to do things like dress me for Halloween, which was always kind of weird, you know? Because I was the only kid dressed as a PowerPoint presentation. I'm a big fan of the History Channel. You guys like the History Channel? Yeah, the meat clap again. She meat claps for Chapman and for the History Channel. I love the History Channel because most of the shows have nothing to do with history. It's fucking awesome. Like Ancient Aliens is my favorite show. Have you guys seen that show? Yeah! Historical accounts of aliens, guys. It does not get better. I'm sorry, Ancient Astronauts as they're called on the show. It's got everything you remember from your history books, you know, aliens and time travel, aliens and dinosaurs. These are all legitimate historical events, so take them seriously. The best episode, though, and you probably can attest to this, Aliens and the Third Reich. This is a real episode. In this episode, they try to convince you that aliens helped Nazis build weapons. Yeah, which just proved my theory that Jews are hated throughout the universe. Intergalactically. My dad found my act online recently, and he wasn't thrilled with it. He sent me an email. It was like, subject, repugnant shenanigans. Michael, this is your father, Dr. Bruce R. Magid, PhD. And on the evening of March the 12th, I encountered a video hosting website known as YouTube. On said site, I experienced a man mocking me in an appalling fashion. I was even more perturbed to learn that this man had a blood relationship with myself. I expect said man to cease and desist, or I will be forced to seek legal action. Happy birthday.